God, tell me, you're much more effective than I am with that.
That was take no prisoners.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to this week's meeting of Essex Business Forum. We're somewhat depleted by illness today. It's just as well they don't come. I don't want to catch it when they come in. We'll manage, but well done for those who've got here. My name's Adrian Squire. I'm your meeting's chairman. It's my job to get you through the meeting. Before I start the meeting, first of all, we have a visitor.
Yay.
Luca, yeah. Welcome, Luca.
Morning, Luca.
Right, and I was listening this morning to the radio when it mentioned the Collins Awards for the Word of the Year. Now they've put a bloody acronym in. The acronym is Henry.
Henry.
Henry, yes, I assume you all know this because I don't do acronyms, but it means that, particularly for Toby, high earners not yet rich.
Oh.
So Toby transforms the Henrys to he's. High earners.
Oh, okay.
I know. Right, okay. With that important information for you, let me get the meeting.
That makes more sense.
Let me get the meeting underway. I'll get it underway as always by asking the leadership team standing and introduce themselves to the meeting.
Do start. Let's change it around.
Good morning, I'm Paul Corrigan, I'm your Fashion Secretary.
Good morning, Scott, your business secretary, and that's the face of my cat. Thank you.
And I'm standing in for Ben, or Scott and I are sharing it actually. So he's not here today either. So thank you all.
Oh, and I'm the membership. Would
it be complimentary to say I didn't spot you or something?
I am membership coordinator, which I say well every week. No, I'm not. What am I?
Committee.
I can't remember it. Can I just be Jane?
You see, I'm trying to leave round.
Yes, done.
Right. So the meeting gets underway. As always, it starts off with the performance lead. Scott.
Rightio, yes. Welcome to November, which means we've reset our performance lead for another month. For the benefit of Luke this morning, performance lead is a contribution of scoring points for doing things as simple and easy as turning up, through to measuring the business that we give and share with each other. Lots and lots of different things, social activities, one-to-ones, commenting on the blog, and more and more and more. Loads of different points earned. But places at the top of the table for October, nice and appropriately, the top three positions have all smashed 300 points in this leg. Of course, the target being 88 points is a benchmark that we expect everyone to achieve. Clearly, 300 plus is smashing. So we'll go to all of those at the top. Third place, 304 points is Terry Maiden. 306. Second place, but no prizes for second place. Sorry, Sally. Smashed.
It's probably Matt.
365.
Matt.
Be ashamed of yourself, Matt Barry.
The number of times he's done that to me. He puts it all in the last week.
Congratulations, Dan, of course.
He does actually look really embarrassed. Oh no.
Well done, Sally. Now we'll start again. Education presentation would normally be next and introduced by Ben. I hope somebody's got the next lot to do. Be they upstanding, please.
I shall stand, indeed. Alright, good morning everybody. Good morning. I'm not Henry, by the way. I'm decided that we're skiers, spending the kids' inheritance. So we often get asked, how's business, don't we? And what's the most common answer? I'm busy, really busy. Sounds good on the surface, but it's actually a real conversation killer. It's very vague, tells people nothing about what we're actually doing. It's an absolute dead end. There's no obvious way for the other person to continue the conversation. It also signals that you don't need work. People might hold back from referring you. And it's also very self-focused. It's about your workload, not about how you can help others. And everybody says it, don't they? So it doesn't make you memorable. So what do we need to say instead? Sorry.
Mine is very delicate.
I'll buy it for
Precarious.
So when somebody asks you how's business, you need to think strategically straight away, not automatically. You can use your answer to show activity and credibility. You can give a sense of who you're helping, and you can invite conversation that will lead to referrals. So, a few examples. Yeah, it's going really well. I've had lots of referrals from accountants lately, which has been really brilliant. Or, I've been helping several business owners to get more clarity recently. I've loved seeing their progress. Or, it's been steady. I've got space for 1 or 2 new clients this month, if the right fit comes along. Or, I'm doing a lot more work in the property sector. I'd love to meet more people in HR and finance. Another example, it's been a good mix of projects and I'm enjoying building stronger partnerships with local businesses. What we're doing here, we're keeping it short and conversational, just 10 or 15 seconds. We're also including a small prompt or a hint about the sort of referrals that we're looking for. We want to, as I always say, we want to tweak their nosy buttons. And you can rotate your answer every few weeks so it sounds fresh. And then end with a conversation, end with a question to keep the conversation flowing. So, how's it going for you this month? Or what's been keeping you busy? So, by just saying, I'm busy, say, I'm full. But a good answer says, I'm thriving, but I'm open for more opportunities. So, you use that question, which we're always getting asked, how's business, as a moment for a bit of mini marketing. A chance to remind people of what you do and who you can help. Here ends the lesson.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toby. Right, we approach the 60-second round. Your chance to give details of your business, but only in 60 seconds. Toby's our bellman, and he will give the following after 50 seconds, and after 60 seconds. When you hear that, we'll wrap up and sit down. The Oscar last week was won by Catherine, who was right before. She will be thinking and listening very carefully for your presentations. I will award the Oscar at the end of the meeting. So, the business card box is going round. The card box is going round for you. Put all your stuff in. I've sent it round from that because I've reached on. Right, so let's get underway, and we'll start off with Catherine, and she will be followed by Scott.
Morning everyone, Catherine Foley, English Tutor Plus. So I'm in a lovely position at the moment. I've got 14 students that I'm working with and 5 lined up for June next year. So I'm looking ahead and want to build up the upper parts of English Tutor Plus. So I am looking for referrals to students applying to university, students currently studying for A-levels with degrees in any subject who would like help with writing accurate and fluent essays, and businesses who would like a human writer to write website content for their human customers. So if you know anyone with children between 16 and 25, they may fall into that category in the rights of education, or anyone with a business website, please mention my services to them.
Thanks, Catherine. Scott, you're next, followed by Mike.
Good morning, Scott from SEO, looking after Hampstead website from small, medium, large, mostly focused probably within a 50-mile radius of Brentwood here, but global, some all over the place. Looking ahead for seasonal variation. So is anybody looking to update their website and have Black Friday promotions, or dare I say it's Christmas promotions? Got a little Santa hat on your logo, which Matt hates, I know. Some people do that kind of thing. So are you looking to Christmasify or Black Friday promotion or idea, an element of your website? It's a quick and easy turn off and on the board addition. If that's something you're interested in, just let me know.
If I could, Matt, join you in a bar humbug for that one.
Yeah.
And Mike, you're next, and you're followed by Matt.
Morning, Mike from Black Multimedia. For the guests, I do photography and videography content for businesses and events. This week, I'm looking for companies that have a regular staff turnover. And as such, they also need regular staff training when you come on board. Ideally, I'm not looking for crap companies that just can't keep hold of their staff, but more people like retailers and bigger companies that are using agency workers regularly, when they get busy periods. And that's because they're going to spend a lot of time onboarding these new clients or new staff members, if you will, and then will move on and so on. What I can provide with video is a resource pack for these people. We can film the training. When they come on board, you provide this to them, they can keep referencing back to it. It's not a replacement for proper training, but it is something they can go back to and just check up on. So yeah, anyone that's complaining about, oh, I wish I didn't have to keep explaining this over and over to my staff, or staff keep forgetting this bit, clients keep asking me the same thing about, what's going on. If you hear someone complaining about something like that, a little alarm bell, send them in my direction, I can provide some training resources for them. That's Mike at Black Media. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Matt, can you go? Matt, you're followed by.
Good morning, everyone. Matt from Blue Serif, Luca for your information. So I'm a branding creative agency. Sat next to someone that actually talk about. And I'm not busy. Totally. But we had a really great conversation with this media buyer yesterday. He started off and he was introducing some one of those sort of kind of jaw drop magazines. Oh God, this is going to be a waste of time. But actually, he has an amazing experience and knowledge and contacts within the whole media buying sector. And we had the conversation really sort of progressed quite quickly into TV advertising and actually how affordable it can be and how targeted it can be now with all the technology you have. So we are looking to potentially partner with him to offer some amazing advertising opportunities from small local, whether it's magazines, whether it's buses, whether it's digital screens, to TV advertising. So if you are genuinely interested, we can get some package together for you. So that's Matt from Blue Serif. Thank you.
Paul, you're next.
Morning, all. Walk Oregon Consultant. I'm meeting this morning. I want to talk to you about boiler servicing. We charge £100 plus VAT for a standard gas boiler. We do all fuel types out there, commercial and domestic, and they range in prices. But also what we do heat pans as well, which cover boiler servicing. Not only does it cover boiler servicing, it covers whole house health checks as well, which is a preventative maintenance where we actually try and find a fault for you before it actually happens. We do two heat pans. We do a heat pan and a heat pan plus. One's £22 plus VAT per month, one's £26 plus VAT per month. The £22 one, you get one boiler breakdown or one heating breakdown per year. £26 you get unlimited breakdowns. If you know of anyone or if you're interested in yourself, put in touch with us. Go on our website and there's an easy filling page there. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Lee, you're followed by Toby.
Morning everyone. Sorry, Blake, for a minute until I've decided what we're going to be calling ourselves. As you all know, I'm transitioning into the AI and bringing that business model to life. But this week I've been looking at some tech forums and a little bit of advice I found this week I thought I'd give to all of you. With the height of deep fakes and mimicking people's voice and stuff like that, there was a bit on there about giving parents, family members a password. So if they need to contact you in an emergency or they send you a message in an emergency, you know it's them by giving you the password. So nothing easy, so not your dog's name or their date of birth or something you found online, but a really unique word. But if you go, okay, give me the password and I can transfer it to my money, they give you the password and you know it's legitimately them. So if anyone knows anyone but struggling with security or scared about the deep fakes and being scammed or whatever, let me know and I'll see if I can help with. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. I'd rather just to hear that you're transitioning. I do hope it'll be fine. Next up is Toby.
Good morning, everybody. Toby Acton, personal business mentor. I would like to introduce you to the new woman in my life. And no, you won't be meeting her at the Christmas party. She's actually my new strategic partner, Michelle Chapman. She's an executive and performance coach. She works with leaders and high performers to help them think clearly, to stay calm under pressure, and to perform at their very best. She's worked with blue chip companies around the world. She was actually the first English-speaking NLP trainer in Hong Kong. She worked with a range of corporate and private clients. She also worked with a charity that supports military veterans and their families. And what's great is what she does really complements what I do with Motivational Maps. So we've decided to collaborate. I'll be featured on her website for motivational mapping, and she's going to be on my website as my go-to executive coach. So together we really help people to understand what drives them, strengthen their mindset, and perform at a higher level with clarity, direction, and focus. So if you know of anybody or any businesses that could benefit from that sort of high level support, please do put them in touch with me.
Thanks, Toby. Shannon, you're next and you're followed by Leanne.
Good morning, everyone. Shannon from Brentwood Mortgages. This week, I've been helping farm with mortgage capacity statements, which I know we've spoken about before. But these are reports that are requested by a client or a solicitor on the behalf of their client. And they're going through a divorce or a separation, and they want to understand how much they can afford from a mortgage perspective. So if you know anyone who is in that position or just wants to have a chat about what they can afford, please have them get in touch with us at Downton Mortgages.
Thanks, Shannon. Leanne, you're followed by Dave.
Good morning, everybody. Leanne from Brooklyn Interiors. Now, you've heard me say many times that your home is not just about how it looks, it's how it makes you feel and how it works for you. So our homes really do have an effect on our mental health. So it's important that our homes are somewhere that we truly love and enjoy being in, and makes day-to-day running quite easily. So I recently designed an ensuite, and Paul and his team made a fantastic job of putting it all together. And the hubby said, when I went back to take photos, the husband said to me, at first I didn't see why we needed an interior designer, it's just an ensuite. But now it's finished, he understands what the benefits of an interior design can bring to a home. Now, I'm not busy at the moment, so if you know someone who is looking to renovate a room, whole house, downstairs, whatever, please put them in touch with me. If they're looking for the new year to get started, now is a good time to start thinking, to start planning. And I've made some really great collaboration with different companies with some great trade discounts as well. So that's Leanne at Brentwood Interiors.
Thank you, Leanne. Dave, you're followed by Sally.
Morning, Dave from Local Electrical. Electrical is based at Brentwood. As you know, we carry out all types of electrical work, which is smaller jobs that could just be extra sockets, new lighting, security lights, that sort of stuff. We do rewires. These can be occupied ones on new builds. We also do industrial work, so it can be three-phase power, stuff like that for machines, EV chargers, and stuff like that. But I spoke before about it. If you're buying a house, you really need to get it tested. I had a call from a long-term customer yesterday. She actually called me for a hospital bed. She's bought a flat, and someone's gone around there, and there's no power in the kitchen whatsoever. So the kitchen units have just been basically put in there as a display, really. No power's plugged into it. So we'll go around there today to see what needs to be done, and hopefully get it done before she comes out of hospital. So get your process tested before you leave. That's Dave from Local Electrical. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Sally, you're followed by Jane.
Morning, everyone. Sally from ELAN and Brentwood. Who are you? So this week I've been in white labelling mode, so I've kind of forgotten who I actually work for. I haven't done anything for ELAN at all. So I've made 51-week coffee shop candles for an artisanal coffee shop with a branch in Salisbury and in Hackney. I have 100 triple wick candles for a high performance repair and renovation company. And we are just about to embark on 200 single wick candles for a luxury watch retailer in the Royal Exchange in London. And the reason that they're doing this is varied. Some are upselling, like the coffee shop, and they come in, they're selling all of the candles. Some are thanking their customers. They are also looking at their brand awareness to stay in people's faces for a long time, which a candle will achieve. And also, what else are they doing? They're looking at their synonymity of their brand. So we're going to look at that a little bit more in a minute. So that's Sally from ELAN Home Fragrances.
Thank you, Sally. Jane.
Hello everybody, Jane from the English Green Tea Company, and we're to do with deliciousness, and we send out treats and hampers and gifts and things like that. However, I have our least delicious item with me at the moment, and we do sell some sort of peripheral items, gift tins, tea towels and so on. But there's always attention to detail. So you can't eat this, but it has got a rather fun design. And even the tag says, drying up in style. And so we try and think about the details. Plus, all ours are fully British. And I defy you to find another British tea towel. They are almost all made in China. So interestingly though, the factory that makes them stops at lunchtime. They don't take a phone call or anything. You can leave a message and they have an hour off. That's probably rather British. So Jane Marion normally supplying deliciousness.
Presumably in that break they have a cup of tea.
I hope they do.
Well, John, you're next. You're followed by me and I'm followed by Paul.
Good morning everybody. For the benefit of our listeners, I'm John Hammond from JMH Technology. We supply all your electronic security needs, whether that's CCTV, access control, intruder system. What sets us apart from everybody else? Well, we look at what the client's problem is and ascertain what they really think the problem is, what the actual problem is. And it's totally different to the client. And it doesn't matter whether you're a small, medium or large company, their perception can be awful. We just did a shopping centre recently where they thought they were getting a lot of shopping lists. They actually were getting a lot of shopping lists. It was their own staff doing it. And because we spent time there looking at what was going on, we noticed this. And we recommended that they put a camera with the ceiling tiles in the toilets. Not looking in the toilet, above the ceiling tile. And you could actually see people's hands going there, whiskey with the ceiling tile. The camera in the corridor then caught who was actually coming out the toilets. So we caught the people in the act. It wasn't shoplifting, it was our staff. So if you want people to look at it properly, not just for engineering, that's it. John Hammond from JMH Technology, Prime Technology Discipline.
Thank you, John. Smart TM Law. Trying to be topical today. So, as Rachel Reeves considers who she's getting for tax, I just have one message for her. Please keep it simple. I deal with a lot of commercial leases. I've got one at the moment, 10-year lease. You calculate the stamp duty land tax on that lease by capitalising the rent using the first 5 years in order to capitalise it by the highest rent in the first 5 years. You then, if VAT is charged, add VAT to that, and the stamp duty land tax is calculated on the basis of that, so you pay tax twice. And all of that, my client is paying £275,000 rent per annum. That on top of that, 55,000 per annum, and he's going to have to pay £25,000 worth of stamp duty land tax on the transaction. Interesting. So, Rachel, I'm earning it for you. Just keep it simple, please. Paul.
Good morning, Paul Booth from Brentwood, Chartered Certified Accountants based in Brentwood. I formed 2 new limited companies for clients yesterday. One called Otto. So I'm looking for new company formations, please. Secondly, Companies House are increasing their filing charges from the 1st of February. Their element of the formation charges for a company going up from £50 to £100, so a big increase. And the confirmation statements are going up from £34 to £50. Secondly, I took on a new client yesterday from their previous accountants were Aberdeen Financial Planning, part of the overall Aberdeen group. They're closing their private client services completely. So if you know anyone who's accountant in Aberdeen Financial Planning, please put my details for that. All this from Booth Code, my tax, maximise all.
Well, that's the contributions of the members. Luke has been sitting there patiently. Give us 60 seconds, Luke.
Morning everyone, my name is Luca and I'm the chartered structure engineer of STB Structure. We are the transport. We work with Nick, we have some collaboration with Nick. While he is going down, before retirement, we are growing up. With 5 and we are looking to have 6 employees in the new year. So we are looking for small architectural practice with up to 5-6 members. So we can basically match our workload. We cover residential, commercial, we cover all the UK. So I've been in Liverpool for commercial conversion. We prepare as well structure reports. So someone can buy a property, there are cracks, subsiding, or any problem, we can come to a report and provide immediate details. Yeah. If you know anyone, just come and talk with me.
Thank you very much. Right, that is the second round. So, over to Catherine.
Oh, I hate doing this. It's so difficult, isn't it? I was tempted to give it to Scott because I like the word Christmasify. I think anything that develops the English language better than Henry is good. John, the fact that you're now a detective as well is very technical. I think because Dave is basically providing social service and he's allowing people to come out of hospital and live their lives normally. Here's you, Dave.
Yeah.
Let's just see where I'm going.
Catherine, thank you very much. Well done, Dave. Right. We move on. Moving on means the meeting secretary's report. Well done.
Well, nearly. Meeting secretary's report. Just quickly, yeah, 15 fresh new referrals from the meeting this morning, but I haven't yet had a chance to go through all these referral slips and count up the value of the business that we've shared this week. But there's lots of 4-digit, 5-digit numbers on there, so there should be a good, healthy amount of business. I just can't tell you what it is yet. So that's that one. We've finished off the month, and customarily what we've been doing this year is celebrating the business we passed, the opportunities we passed, the members that have joined or renewed, by planting trees in our virtual forest, remember. So 30 new trees planted for October to commemorate 2 renewals that we had, the 40, 50 odd referral opportunities or whatever it was. 30 new trees, 346 trees planted since June this year. It's just an incentive, a sustainability thing that we do. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's kind of moving from a wood to a forest. Right. Synergy team meeting, we've got one coming up, I think, haven't we? Paul?
We have indeed. It's the Profession and Finance Synergy Team meeting next Tuesday at Little Bursted. I'll send you in right round to those relevant people. Hopefully we can make it last formal meeting of the year, 4:30 as per usual. I'll send another reminder out.
Thank you very much, Paul. Right. If the 62nd round is one of the bigger rounds that we have, the second one is the 10-minute presentation. And Ben, as always, stands up at this stage and gives you the future speakers. Well, I haven't got that information, but he sends around regular emails. Keep your eyes on that. Make sure you know when you're going to be dealing with both education slots and the 10-minute presentation. This time, we have, if you haven't spotted it already, she sent to Ben her bio sheet, and Scott has intercepted it, and he's going to tell us, going to do the introductions, and move towards the presentation.
Okay, yes, so let me introduce Sally. Business name is ELAN Fragrances. She is the founder. Nature of the business, of course, manufacture and retail of home fragrance products and candle masterclasses. She's chosen 4 from the humorous section of our sheet, and embarrassing moment that's happened to them. I'm extremely accident prone and have a list longer than my arms, both of which I still have at the moment, of self-inflicted bodily injuries. The latest was a very embarrassing ambulance ride in Antibes, when the blue lights and sirens after I fell off and impaled the pedal of my bike into my right knee. That's horrific. My favourite band is, and why, it's Wham. Isn't it obvious? I grew up in the 80s and even made a perfect spoof of Wake Me Up Before You Go Go video with my friends for my husband's surprise birthday. He's famously known as Where's Dave, as he often gets lost or is late. Instead of Choose Life, we marauded around the stage in Where's Dave t-shirts, playing blow-up instruments, wearing lots of fluorescent clothing. So, the movie I recommend and why a Pretty Woman, the best chick flick ever. Julia Roberts is my hero and a great soundtrack. A famous person I have met, Rod Stewart, sat next to me in the pew for the Christmas Eve nativity service a couple of years ago. It was fun singing carols with him. I think he had a better voice though, especially for a way. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you Sally.
Right, so I thought today we would play a game. Okay, that is why you all have these little pouches in front of you. I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do in a minute, so just hang on, don't open them just yet. Because before we do that, I just want to explain that when I stand up and do my 60 seconds, it's impossible for me to run through all of my 11 fragrances, even one by one. You can't smell them. And I could tell you until the day is over what's in a fragrance. And until you smell it, you're just not going to get it at all. So I've gone for a slightly winter Christmas theme for this game, because we do all have an association for that time of year. Regardless of our religion, regardless of anything, we all know how to cosy up when it's horrible outside. We all enjoy that time of year with our families. So I'm really hoping that I can evoke some nice moods and memories from you by smelling these 3 fragrances that you're going to smell today. Before we do that, I just want to really quickly explain how our sense of smell works, because we all have a completely unique sense of smell. So I'm really used to people smelling my stuff and going, oh, and I don't take offence to that because everybody has a different reason. But we all have an olfactory bulb, I hope, at the back of our nose with millions and millions of sensory receptor cells there. And when you smell a fragrance, or any smell, there's an information superhighway that only exists for your sense of smell, not for your other senses. And it's a direct line to your limbic system in your brain. So the first thing when you walked in here this morning is the smell. It's not the sight, it's not the noise, it's the smell. And when you walk into a room, for example, if you smell something that you recognise, your brain immediately goes, oh, it's breakfast time, I can smell the coffee. You know, there are bad smells as well, and we identify those in the same way, like the dog's farted or something. But also, if you don't recognise that smell, your brain will form a new association with it. So I can give you the example of my studio, where people come to my studio, they'll never smell that anywhere else because it's completely unique to all the stuff that we're doing all the time. But when they come back, they'll say, I love coming here, and they recognise it again completely with me and with my brand. So we're going to do that today with these 3 fragrances, but please don't be competitive and think, oh yeah, that's definitely the Christmas tree, bang. Because what I'd like you to do is just take a few seconds, maybe close your eyes, take everyone else out of the room, because some people will like things more than others, and just see if you can feel something. Just where are you when you smell this? You know, what are you feeling? Does it make you feel good? Do you not like it? Not everyone likes Christmas. So in here we've got 3 little wax melts labelled A, B and C, and I know you've all got a piece of paper or a phone in front of you. So if you'd like to do 1, 2 and 3 on your notepad, and I'm going to read out the description on my packaging for each 3 fragrances, and you're going to tell me if that is A, B or C. Simple as that, okay? Anyone, any questions before we? Right, okay. So, I've also put with this a little card that is my signature card, but that's just to give you an idea. That is a visual of what I'm trying to create for people. So that's the ambience that we're trying to create with these fragrances, or some of them. I've got 11 in all, we're not going to look at them. Right, okay, so number 1 is Nordic Spa. I just need to check my notes. I did it all quite orange, so don't eat them. Oh, and also, if anyone doesn't want to do this, if you're sensitive to fragrance, I won't be offended, so it's fine. Right, no cheating. Okay, number 1, Nordic Spa. So have a sniff and see what you think. Nordic Spa is a rich blend of full-bodied bitter orange and winter spices, a soulful indulgence and embracing warmth with festive hints of Scandinavian Yule. So that is Nordic Spa. So which one do you think that is? A, B or C? Number 2 is Christmas Tree. Okay, so Christmas Tree captures the essence of this magical season with invigorating notes of pine forest and fresh eucalyptus blended with cedar, gia and sandalwoods. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is frankincense and myrrh, which combines exotic floral notes with soothing warm woods and hints of sensuous musk. Frankincense and myrrh. Oh, rubbish it is. It's not nice. It's quite nice. No, I'm not sure. Okay, everyone chosen?
Yeah, just give us a quick run through of those 3 again, please.
Nordic Spa. Okay, I'll give you a bit more in depth. The Nordic Spa is made from Seville oranges, which are a bitter winter orange. Then we have some winter spices in there. In particular, there is a splash of clove in there. So look for that. Christmas Tree is made with the best pine oil. I only use the luxury carrot oils, waxes and fragrances, and it's Siberian pine oil. And it is absolutely the fragrance that I'm describing. And the last one is resinous. It smells a bit like licorice. It's got a bitter, sweet, floral note to it. One of those oils comes from the Boswellian tree. Boswellian tree.
That was in a Dickens story.
Okay, right, I'm going to do the big reveal. Please remember the one that you like the most, because if don't put my cards in the referral cards, because if you are the winner of the speaker's prize today, you can take home the fragrance that you like the most. Okay, so here we go. So Nordic Spa was B. B. Yes.
Oh no.
Really hope you get
It was the orange that gave it.
That's the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas Tree was A.
Yes.
That's really easy. And frankincense and myrrh was C.
On Christmas tree. I didn't get a Christmas tree. It was the eucalyptus. Yeah.
It's quite
Basically,
simple blend.
it's waxy oversoil.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, anyone get them all right?
Yes.
I'm the expert setting. Oh, look, Blake did. Well done. Well done. Well, that tells me that my descriptions are quite good. My fragrances work, and yeah, my packaging sort of does the trick as well. So, I thought after this, I'd just go to questions, to be honest, because I can bang on about my history, and the girls are coming to a masterclass in a couple of weeks' time, so I don't want to do that with it really, because it's a spoiler for you for the masterclass. So, does anybody have any questions?
Do you do bespoke, as in, can I come to you and say, oh, I really like 20 candles smelling of, I don't know, old rubber boots. I'm not saying old rubber boots or something, but within reason, can you go and bespokely create and source?
So we are governed by an organisation called the International Fragrance Association. So when people think that they'd like to put a couple of drops of this and a couple of drops of that, and well, that smells really nice and that smells like rubber boots, I'm going with it. We have a lot of work and expense behind that to then push it through all of the compliance. So what we do is we say, right, rubber boots, brilliant. I've got a catalogue, essentially. I use one supplier. There's only one supplier that I use because of the quality of the oils in Scotland. And I'll go to them, to their catalogue, and I will find the closest fragrance that I think I can get, which has already been through IFRA certification, that smells like rubber boots, and I'll offer you that as the choice. And we also have to do burn testing and certification under British standards. So it's not a legal requirement, but it is a British standard. So we are ELAN is fully compliant with that. So when I take the rubber boot fragrance, I'll then run my burn tests for you. So even though they're certified by my supplier, I will still run them, because you're going to say, I want them in a grey vessel with a silver lid, and I want that size vessel or that size vessel. So that I have to run all of the lab tests on that to make sure that that combination is compliant with the
Okay, so it's not easy then.
It's not easy. Everyone thinks it's easy. Everyone thinks that making candles is me in my kitchen going, oh, I think I'll make some strawberry ones today for Jane, and just polish out. It's a it's a really complex thing. So it's quite frustrating for me in the industry, because there are thousands of ladies that are doing that. I see it all the time. There's so much that comes in from China that isn't labelled, it's not compliant, and we are. And that is what is special about ELAN, and that's the authenticity and the provenance that I can give my clients. And I think that's why we've been successful with some really high-end brands and things like that, because I'm not just someone trying to make candles. And I do all the pouring. So I have a support team, beginning and the end, but the actual making of everything, diffusers, room mist, at the moment, I still do all of that myself. So, yeah.
You say you've got a supplier. What actually do you get supplied?
Good question. So we have to buy in the wax or the carrier oils for diffusers. For room mists, I only use perfumer's alcohol, which is exactly the same as you would put on your aftershave or your perfume, so it's the best. We have to buy in the fragrance oils, then we buy in the wicks, and obviously the vessels, and any lids, and plus the packaging.
Right, so
everything, I source everything in the UK. Everything comes, I use quite a woman-led collaborative. So the company that I use in Yorkshire that make my packaging is run by a woman, and they make everything for me, so I've got complete control on that. And I have a mentor as well who has guided me in the last 10 years through this whole thing. Once I've come up with the concept with my dad, because he's a cosmetic chemist. And so growing up, I just grew up in a world of fragrance. So I've never said that in one of my 60 seconds, but he sent all of the kids off to go and work in London. So I did a 16-year career as an insurance broker. I could change my profession, but I am ACI qualified, and I've worked in commercial insurance for 16 years. Then I took a career break to have kids, and then my dad retired, and so we indulged ourselves in our true love, and that's how ELAN has been.
If this time I've got two questions, please. The first is, here you talk about the subscription gift. I'm fond of subscription gifts. And for each month, you get this candle sent. Can I have it sent to different addresses each month, or always to the one address?
No, you can. It's again, because we're such a bespoke company and business. You can have what you like. So I have customers that only have candles, only have diffusers. They gift it by sending. As long as you tell us what you want us to do, it's completely possible for us to do that.
Can I have my second one? So I know you're up against high street shops selling cheap and cheerful candles, and the price will be quite low, the packaging will be jazzy, and yours is the other end. Can you explain why there's a difference, a disparity in the prices?
I can. There's a lot of reasons why that is. That's a good question. So if I want to make a cheap candle, I'm going to make it with paraffin wax because it burns at a really high temperature, i.e. the gas is turned up, so it's boiling, okay? That's going to make you think you bought a great candle because there's a tiny amount of fragrance oil in it and it's going to throw really fast. It's going to go everywhere because it's pushing out at a high temperature. It's evaporating at a high temperature. But it's going to last for not very long because you're going to burn up your wax, you're going to burn up your fuel really quickly, and it's probably going to soot quite a lot. So we don't want soot in our atmosphere indoors because it's carcinogenic. It's really important. The one thing people don't ever ask me about is sooty. Funnily enough, they'll ask me about the strength of the fragrance and blood burn time. They never ask, do your candles soot very much? And David Beckham on his documentary, made a point of saying that in the evening he goes around and wipes the soot from his candles. And I was like, oh my God, please don't say that. So there are tricks such as filling a candle to here with just plain wax. And then they top it like a Guinness head on a pint of beer, pint of Guinness with fragranced wax. So you get accustomed, your olfactory bulb becomes accustomed to the smell. And then after a few burns, you have this expectation when you light a candle, it's going to smell like the thing that it did originally. So your brain thinks that's how it's smelling, but it's getting weaker. And there is a residual amount of the oil that drops down into the molten wax. So all of the money is either in the vessels, the packaging, staff that people are employing to sell them, okay, or the fragrance oils. But the quality of the fragrance oils is key. We use a mix of synthetic oils and we use a mix of essential oils. There are arguments for both. With synthetic oils, because they're man-made, people think, oh, they're dangerous, but they're not, because they're an identical copy to that which nature has made. But they are consistent. We know that if we bought a synthetic leather oil, you can't distill leather oil. Okay, so if you've got leather in our fragrance, it's consistent because it's made to a formula. When we buy in, we've had a really bad problem with patchouli oil in the last 18 months because we buy that in as an organic oil and that has had problems with climate change and the farmers harvesting it. So the farmers have clocked on to the fact that if they harvest early, they can get a better price for it because there's a shortage of it. So they've been harvesting patchouli oil early and it's not ready, and so its performance of the patchouli in products has been underwhelming. So there's many reasons why things are cheap, but generally I have to say, to a point, you get what you pay for.
Sorry.
Shannon.
You know the little thing that puts out the candle? It's like that little metal thing.
Snuffer.
A snuffer. Is the only purpose of that to put the candle out, or does it make it so the smoky smell doesn't come out?
Okay, so one of our regulations when we do this big long spreadsheet of testing is that when you extinguish a candle, it doesn't smoke for more than 30 seconds. Okay, when you use a snuffer, it's a good way to not. When you blow a candle out, sometimes you blow hard, you can blow wax everywhere. And you can also blow the carbonised wax wick tip. You blow it and then it all goes into your milk or black bits. So to use a snuffer is a good way of doing that. Or you can also use a wick dipper. It's like a stick that you just dip the wick into the wax and then lift it out again. But you do have this problem with the bits that drop off. So yes, of course it will contain smoke when you blow a candle out, but it shouldn't smoke for more than 30 seconds.
How long is it going to take to produce a candle? And how many do you need to produce it?
So my capacity in my studio is 100 products a day. So we can do 100 products a day. So we've got 2 workbenches, 3 meters long, 5 meters long, and we have a prepping, making side, and then we have a clean side where we're packaging and finishing and everything else. So we can do 100 a day. That's with 2 of us working, or 1 if it's just me working, which isn't that often, but it'd be 2 days. It's all in the research. It's the development of the fragrances that are key. it's not about really so much about making the candle. You know, we have a set procedure for that. Temperature is so important when we're making candles. We have to work it on real room temperature. It causes problems with the wax and so on and so forth. So when we talk about hand pour a candle, there's so much that goes into that. When you look at factories that are machine making candles, they're going to they're a lot cheaper. They trim the wicks just off with machine cutters, so your wicks are always really way too long when you first light a candle, and no one knows to trim up a wick before they first light their candle. So yeah, the time is in product development. Actually making them, as long as we stick to our, like making scones or making cakes, and just stick to the formula, and you're strict with that, then we can make 100 products a day.
Could you produce perfumes and fragrances given that you do diffusers?
Yeah, I could. Different set of regulations. So the joy of my life, as it is for all of us, as soon as we put something on skin, it's a completely different set of cosmetic regulations, registration. We have to have these UFI codes, which we have to register around Europe. We have to register everything in the poisons database in case you drink it or you have a terrible reaction to it. So the reason why I've not explored hand soap, hand lotion, shower gels in all of the range is because honestly can't cope with another set of regulations. I'd rather be the master at candles, diffusers and room mists than trying to offer all of these extra products. It would just be too much to be caught in red tape all the time.
Is there a shelf life for them?
For a candle?
Yes.
No, there is not, because candles, the wax envelops the fragrance oil. So when we make a candle, there's no new chemical reaction going on. It's a bit like wax goes into the duvet, like bubble wrap around the fragrance. And as you burn it, you're releasing the fragrance from the wax. And the wax is obviously used as the fuel to create the heat, which then heats the melt pool, and the fragrance evaporates from the melt pool. It doesn't come from the flame, it comes from that molten melt pool around. They polymorphisize candles, so once you pour them, you have, depending on the wax, you have to cure them for at least 2 days. You have to cure them for longer to get the real benefit of the overflowing fragrance. But in terms of shelf life, to be honest, the older a candle is, probably the better it will be. But they continually change, so in heat. So if you've got them in a shop and it's during summer and then the winter, the wax is changing. Its crystal formation is changing all the time. So no, but there is on diffusers and room mists.
Exactly. Is there enough time to keep them alight? So it can last the longest.
So there is, yeah. So when you first burn any candle, you should burn it for a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 4 hours. Okay, so 4 hours is your number, and you should always have a 5mm wick, always. So if you go into TK Maxx, they have all these wonderful candles and all this amazing packaging. They're all TK Maxx, by the way. I don't know if you know that, but that is an illusion. TK Maxx just own thousands of brands. So it's actually not all these brands that you think it is, it's TK Maxx. They're all machine made and they don't fill them very much. So have a look if you're in there next. You'll see you've got the candle this size, probably filled to about there. Been machine trimmed, your wicks that long. You won't trim it because you don't know how to do that. And then you'll light it and you'll have this gigantic flame to start with. What's your question? Yeah, so what you do is you trim your wick to 5mm and you burn it for a minimum of 3 to 4 hours to get your melt pool memory. It needs that memory. And then after that, you can burn them all day, but you should just put them out, trim the wick, and relight them. So I know you're not going to set a timer on Alexa, but that is ideally what you should do. That's how you test them.
How often would you trim your wick?
Every 4 hours.
Yeah,
every 4 hours. Yes, trim the wick every 4 hours, and that just gives you the longest burn time, the best performance, no sooting. But when you do buy a candle for the first time, make sure that you know to trim that wick down, because that's where the soot's going to come from. Okay.
Sally, thank you very much indeed.
Well, no, we'll sit down.
Right. Last time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, because you've got my sneezing fit.
I want to win.
Did it? What was that for you? You ever do that?
With your fingers? No, because I don't want the black sort of my fingers.
Right.
Thank
Referral and testimonials round. Start with Paul. Run, please.
Yeah, welcome, Luca. Hope you enjoyed the meeting. Hopefully, see you back and enjoy. Really good. Thank you. It's nice to hear the technical aspects of that. I knew already about paraffin dangers from certain brands, etc. So thank you. For James, done deal, and a couple of money.
Excellent meeting, excellent slot, and brilliant. And yeah, who knew this and had a lot more to it than meets the eye. So yeah, brilliant. 10 minutes, well done with your first one. Really, really accomplished first 10 minutes. And a few seconds of money. I'm going to go and give that one to Aidan, but it's for Dave, Aidan, and Stuart. Because these are running. And then I've got a referral to Mike. Just have a quick chat afterwards. A security company, potentially, hopefully, we've done a proposal pitch for that. So it could be, if we get success, plenty of work for you on that. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to meet you, Luca. Hopefully, we'll see you again. And keep well, everyone.
Luca, have you got any comments to make about the meeting?
Oh, well, nice meeting and wonderful presentation. I didn't know anything about Canada. I was really interested in understanding Canada and the production of Canada.
Great education slot, thank you for that. Also, wonderful presentation. I love candles, so I can't wait for the session that we have in December. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And welcome to the
Great, it's hot Toby, as ever. That was a fantastic 10 minutes. Really, really enjoyed that. And I think it's such a good time when you kind of could sit there and listen to it for hours. And, yeah. And also, lovely presentation. Second clear as a set list. And managed to get in, I think, whip, dipper, snuffer, and Premier Whip in one. Quite a good go. One-to-one with Sarah, who's not here last week. Had a social with Ben's not here, but Paul at the fireworks on Saturday. Which was very good actually. Referrals we've got Paul again. A couple here, I'm not certain. I've got my friend Scott Boyler to pay up. It was just a couple of numbers, so it might be all my one to Sarah, VA, the same person, and Matt. Guys chatting to you yesterday, Nutland Developments are looking for someone to run their social media and things like that, so I'll chat again afterwards about details on.
It's actually exciting. That's a great presentation. There's certainly loads of stuff. So, yeah. I've got a referral for Matt, which was the rugby club balls. Thank you. That's looking good there. Excuse me. One for Paul. Let's see. Thank you. That's a done deal, and then it's supposed to do that. And one for yourself.
Oh, thank you.
So, thank you. And what?
Next one. I love that 10 minutes, honestly. I'm not being excited about candles, but that, I love the smell of that. I genuinely want to.
Or you can keep them if we want to take them. Yeah, they are mini wax melts, which is knocked up, so you can put you can't burn them as a candle, but yeah, you put them in a wax warmer, they will work. So you can
Well, I think myself on this that as well, so yeah, I'll keep in touch with that. Welcome to Luca as well. Hopefully, see you again. Thank you.
Yeah, great meeting, great excellent notes, great 10 minutes. The first one was amazing. I was starting everything from my first one. I hear about TV. Welcome, Luca. Hope you join. Good to see you. See you all week.
Yeah, very much echoing what everyone else has said. Great presentations, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thank you. First referral. It's Blake.
I've got my arms.
I spent the day doing a business development thing with Euroloop, and I've got Blakey to do some AI for them. So,
I'll enjoy that place.
I know. If you would please so well pass that to Catherine, we went to the fireworks last night, and then we went to the pub for a couple of beers. We said we'll put that on social. That was social. It was lovely. Yeah. And last referral is to Blake. Go around. What's up, yes?
I was going to wait for you to do your bit first, but
Yeah,
come back.
my bit is to say thank you for your presentation and lovely about candles. So it was very educational. It was very interesting. Thank you. That is for Jane.
Done deal.
A done deal. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, and I've enjoyed today's meeting. I hope you will have as well. And it's nice to get Scott back doing the fan. Look at that. You'll see that. But yeah.
Yeah, training it's lovely. I'm guilty of saying we're too busy. I said it day early. I've got a amendment to say that. And a fantastic 10 days.
Thanks.
Really enjoyed that. And definitely C is my favourite. I've got a referral for Paul. Our border service must be coming up on with the package as well. Oh, yeah. That's my Paul. Paul.
Thank you. That's the heat plan plus.
I've funded the money for Dave and for Blake. So give to Dave.
And can I trust you, Neil, and the drink of Blake on Monday night as a social?
No. That's right. I don't live with Scott. Well,
I
I
don't
never
live
have.
with
I never lived with Scott. You must have lived with Blake quite a long time.
And I will talk to you all next week, depending what time we get back from Belgium.
Oh, gosh.
It was late, we'll go to Australia.
Welcome, Nick. Nice to see you. Hope to see you again. Thanks for the head start, Toby. Great 10 minutes, Alan. Really good. I've bought your candles, your ring diffusers, and my house smells lovely. So thank you very much. And I'm really looking forward to the after. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent meeting, fantastic 10 minutes. So I've learned so much about it. Had a couple of really lovely candles as well. Welcome, Luca. Good to see you again. Second time we've met. And I had a one-to-one with Leanne last week.
Sorry.
When we talked about lengths of tongues, didn't we?
Yeah, money out. That's right.
As you do. See you next week.
Oh dear.
Oh yes, and I have a referral for Scott, which I'll do next week, unless I can get it in quickly and I might win.
No.
Shall I wait?
Yeah. Oh, it's a referral for Scott. Thank you, adding Michelle to my website.
Thank you very much. What an enjoyable morning. Thank you, Toby, for setting us off in style. Sally, that was marvellous. And I would like to have a 3-month subscription, if please.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. This is to Catherine. Thank you for the done deal today. This is to Aidan. Thank you for the done deal today. Speaking very seriously. There you go. Very nice presenting there. This is for Paul Booth. Thank you for the deal today. And welcome, Luca. Very nice to meet you. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, I realise now, Toby, that I was perhaps your test case before the meeting. You said, "Are you busy?" And I
asked about 5 or 6
I didn't
people
ask the
last
question. Asked the fails. That was really fantastic. I am guilty of buying cheap candles, and I need to rethink. Okay. I need to ban TK Maxx from my life because I've banned Shein and Primark. So yeah. Yes, I've got a referral for Jane for her lovely tea towels. Thank you very much. I've got a referral for Dave Moore, who's not here, but I'd like your carpets. I'm going to get 2 hours, hopefully. Had a lovely social with Scott, and I've got to thank you for the money for Howard, who's not here, right? I won't let you right. Yeah, you can talk to Scott if you like. Nice to meet you, Luke. I hope to see you again. Have a good week, everyone. Thank you.
Problem is, at Christmas, we're all so critical about people that are unwrapping the. Do you know what the soot rate is?
Starts me. Right, I have a thank you to. It's your turn, isn't it? So,
Yes.
yeah, I told you I'm running out of battery now. Thank you for my testimonial.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much. And for Sarah too, but she's not here. So. And great Edgelot, Toby, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Right, and this is the big moment. So, can you? Yeah, you're taking me out. I actually don't do.
I've never taken you, but if you win, then we just bring you up.
I don't know on her website.
It's from? Who's it from? You can do
I'll
stuff
read
with
it.
everyone. It's from Paul.
Oh,
I thought, yeah, I might have a chance. Unless Scott's.
I always shuffle it down.
It's the end, right? What would you like? Which one did you like?
You choose four.
Oh,
I'm going to choose Nordic Spa then, because that's been in GQ magazine twice and one of the best scented candles for
Alright, thank you very much.
You can have that.
Lovely, thank you.
Is that A, B or C?
Well, we'll swap it if that wasn't what you wanted.
Thank you.
Right, that's brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Sally, for 10 minutes for doing the running and the general fragrance of others. We're all well about. Thank you. Did you know that your quiz, it's impossible to have scored 2 minutes?
Yeah.
What? Oh, I see, yes, right. That's true. I've got one.
Right, come to the end of the meeting. Before I send you on your way, as always, the floor is open for emails, etc. Please, anybody, anything?
Oh, there is property synergy meeting next week after the property
Next week.
next week.
Right, anybody else? Anybody else? Going. Right. So I can't send you out to the sunshine, but I can send you out to brightness, and it's not warm and it's not raining. You can't expect more than that.